Greetings, everyone. This is part two, decoding the movie In Time, starring Justin Timberlake. They talk about the Darwinian theory, the survival of the fittest. That's what the Mr. Wise, the man who stole everybody's money, that's how he justified his wealth. And his theory is that for one to be immortal, many must die. So when we think of immortality, we think of eons, and people who have unlimited resources can live to be eons. That sounds a lot like the name Elon, right? Eons and Elon. So money is currency in this life, and the movie is time, but really money is time. Time is money. That's why those who waste their time will never have no money. Waste your time with this soap opera of politics. Waste your time reading dumb books, listening to dumb movies that you don't get nothing out of. Yeah. So you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time. Money is time. It's best to utilize your time to be engaged in something that's going to enrich your mind, which is the real riches, because your mind will allow you to increase your resources. Every time I watch this movie, I get something more out of it because it's so deep, many layers to it. There are many time zones to make sure everybody uh, is kept in poverty. That's why the prices go up, because you got to work more to pay for less. So that's a form of slow death, killing you slowly with the rising prices. And the rich justify this by saying, well, we're the fittest. We survive by trickery. Therefore, many of you have to die for some of us to be immortal. Any immortality is measured in wealth, which they can convert to time. So even if they have their lifetime, which they're extending it quite a bit nowadays with freezing the mind and all that, cybergenics, they can pass the wealth down to their children and still live. So that's what the rich has always been doing, extending their time by stealing the wealth. And another phrase was made that caught my interest was that the father accused the daughter of stealing his money, and her response is, "How can you steal what's been stolen?" How can you steal what has been stolen? Meaning that they have their wealth because they stole it. They brought in this paradigm of time being a currency, because they said we got to get rid of the people some way. So if that 25 years, if they can't work and provide the time to take care of themselves, they will perish. So the most important thing about this movie is don't be a person that just be satisfied from living day to day. That's the way he lives. He didn't see nothing wrong with it. He said a day, you can do a lot in a day. 24 hours, you can do a lot, really. So he was not a person who thought about planning. Because these people have money, they plan. They plan. They have long range plans beyond their lifetimes. And that's what we as a community, as a people, need to do. Plan on the wealth of your grandchildren, that they will never victimize because they have no resources. You provide for them in this life. Use your time wisely to do that. I think this time I'm doing here is wisely because it's investing in myself, my own knowledge, and sharing with others, which calls a you can't give away anything. So when you share something, you always get something back. So that's why sharing is so important because I've always receiving more than I share. So that's where that comes from. So yeah, this is a good movie. There's many layers to it. Watch it many times, and I'm sure you will get more out of it. Thank you for listening. Staying in the Light Radio.